said I don't really have a role model, or anyone I truly admire, for most of my life. And it's simply because I always seem to be the one forging ahead, busting down doors and carving out new paths for others to follow after me. Then I met Erik, my slightly older but much wiser friend with spina bifida. Over the last 4 years of acting together, he's shown me that I too have the ability to live an independent life. I wanted to know how he became as determined as he is, so I started at the beginning. What was your childhood like with spina bifida? What help did you need?
What kind of help did I need? Depends on who you ask, as I'm sure you know. In my mind, I needed no help, but apparently I did. I even remember, because I don't have a very good sniff for little crooked, and I think that's probably how it happened. Because my parents have many stories of me just doing face plants, because I was desperate to hold on to those crutches so that, I don't know, I didn't know if I was going to lose them or what. So apparently I needed help with that, learning how to fall. Once again, on the falling thing, my dad has a great story where I'm in a restaurant, he and I are walking out among the tables, and apparently I fall. And he turns around and looks at me and he says, "Get up." And everyone around the whole restaurant just gasped. How dare you do that? I mean, the poor little boy, and it's like, get up. Because he knew that if I didn't get up, if I didn't learn how to get up on my own, that I was never going to learn how to get up on my own in a whole lot of ways. So
Erik lives the kind of life that I aspire to build for myself. Thus, I continually wonder, what's his secret? So I plunged in. You're happily married, with a career and a home. What has it taken for you to become this independent?
Yeah, like I said, when I was a kid, it took my parents being very adamant that I would be independent, and that I would learn to make my own choices, that I would learn to handle my own responsibility. It took a lot of faith that I could accomplish anything that God had in store for me. No, it took supportive friends. And it took a lot of darkness, to be honest with you. There were times when I wanted to give up. There were times when I just said, screw it. I'm going to live on SSI for my entire life. And I'm going to live by myself on my own, and I'm not going to accomplish anything. I was good at school, but once school was over, it was like, all right, maybe that's all I get to do. Within 6 months, I had dropped out of grad school, moved back home, and was living with my mother when I was 25 years old. I was not exactly the epitome of independent living, or what you would call a model of manhood. And at one point, I think I just got sick and tired of watching reruns. There's only so many episodes of Gilligan's Island and Star Trek I could watch. And I decided that the life that I had envisioned for myself when I was a kid was too much to let go of.
Just like I do, right now, Erik sought a fuller, better life, a family, a house, a car. So he got his wheels moving, chased after it, and caught the bull by the horns. He's living life. Today, Erik assists people who are in the same dark place he was, get into the workforce, and on their way to building an enriched life for themselves. He's leaving a legacy of blessing to others. Much like I hope my work does someday.